All new at 6 tonight, we are a little more than a week into National Child Abuse Prevention Month, and you may recognize the symbol of this annual campaign, the blue pinwheel. It represents the healthy, happy childhoods all kids deserve, but data shows there is still work to do here at home. As Best South Behavioral Health reports, more than 3,000 kids are abused in Erie County each year. So tonight, 7 News I-Team is giving a voice to the work being done to end this abuse in our communities, including a survivor using his experience to educate people across the country, and the president of WNY, who tells us what happens when a victim arrives at the hospital. But we begin with Best South, an organization spearheading the awareness efforts in our region.
It's not your fault. You're not alone.
They represent the innocence, joy, and fun which should be experienced by all children. Thousands of these bright blue pinwheels dotting the lawn outside of Best South Behavioral Health on Delaware Avenue. It's all part of Child Abuse Prevention Month, and that's why I spoke with Director Rebecca Stevens.
Child abuse is a really difficult thing for most people to talk about, so it's like a hidden secret here in the community. We want people to be able to talk about it.
I never told anyone for a decade.
Steve Peacock is a Western New York native and survivor of child sexual abuse, who came forward publicly 2 years ago. At 54, he's now working to raise awareness nationwide.
From the ages of 12 to 52, over these decades, would you say this impacts like multiple facets of your life?
Sean, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say every single aspect. There wasn't a day that went by that when I fully realized what was done to me that I didn't think about it.
Peacock is a director of I Have the Right To. The organization wants more done to create an ecosystem of respect and support for both students and survivors.
We are in an epidemic, and when the first response to a victim, particularly a child, is "I don't believe you, I don't think it's that important," or "run along," you've sent a very, very clear message that this behavior will be tolerated.
WNY Children's Hospital, which treats thousands of pediatric patients each year, has a team in place to care for abuse victims.
You know, it's very challenging, emotionally challenging, but we focus on protecting the child. That is our North Star shining light.
Dr. Stephen Turkovich is president of WNY. He says the hospital's sexual assault nurse examiners also work to ensure the recovery of evidence that could be useful in prosecution, while also providing medical support in a compassionate way.
And as we focus on that, we stay focused on the child to make sure that we can get them into, number one, a safe environment, and then number two, onto the path of healing.
But for Peacock, one of the most important things we can do to prevent future abuse is to start talking about it now.
People do not want to acknowledge that. They do not want to talk about that. But in order to solve any problem, you need to start by looking at the truth. And the truth is that child sexual abuse was common when I was growing up. It's common now. And it is a serious risk to our entire system that we really need to pay attention to.
Sean Mickey, 7 News Buffalo.
Well, there are resources available if you need help or support. It is the Child Advocacy Center at Best South Behavioral Health. You can reach them at their website or their phone number. We have that information for you right there on your screen. The center's goal is to provide services in a child-friendly environment for kids who do experience any kind of abuse. And we also have all of that contact information, very important information for you, at WKBW.com.